People said the morning was peaceful, but for Nkechi, it was the day her world would break into pieces. A day she would never forget for the rest of her life. Morning broke over the quiet village of Umama, with sunlight gently kissing the rooftops and dry roads. But inside one house, joy was nowhere to be found. While the world woke up with lights, that home was drawing in darkness. Sorrow has arrived before the sun, and it refused to leave. Nkechi, a devoted mother, stood in her bedroom, her voice trembling as she called out to her children, her heart heavy with the weight of another day's struggles. The memories of her husband's departure still lingered in her mind. The pain of his absence, a constant reminder of the battles she faced as a single mother. Nkechi was a strong, hard-working mother of 4, raising her children alone while her husband, Obinna, lived in the city. Obinna had left many years ago, promising to send money and return soon, but soon became months, then years. He sent money sometimes, but what Nkechi truly needed was his presence, his support. He never understood how difficult it was to raise 4 children alone, especially when they were all in school. Nkechi worked tirelessly to ensure her children received a good education, often sacrificing her own needs for theirs. Despite the financial struggles, the children excelled in school, with Uchenna showing particular interest in his studies and his love for cooking. Despite her struggles, Nkechi was a woman of faith. Every morning, Nkechi and her children woke up early to pray together. She always called them to come to her room so they could thank God for a new day. It was something they did every morning, and it made their family feel close. Her first child, Uchenna, was different from the others. He was gentle. He does not play as much as his younger siblings, nor talk too much, although he loves football. While his brother and sisters laugh and run around, Uchenna preferred to sit in a corner, staring at the sky as if lost in another world. But what made Uchenna special was his love for cooking. He would often help Nkechi in the kitchen, preparing delicious meals for the family. His favorite dish was jollof rice, and he would spend hours perfecting the recipe. He was a good boy, respectful, and never troublesome. But that fateful morning, as usual, she called out from her bedroom, "Uchenna, Ada, Ngozi, Ifeanyi, come, it's time for morning prayers." Her other children came out, but Uchenna did not. She waited for the sound of his footsteps, yet nothing. She called again, louder this time, "Uchenna!" Still no response. A strange feeling settled in her chest. Something was wrong. Nkechi got up quickly and made her way to his room. The door was slightly open. A small ray of sunlight slipped through the window, casting a golden glow on the room. Then she saw him. Uchenna lay on his bed, his body still. His eyes were closed and his face peaceful. Too peaceful. Her heart pounded. "Uchenna!" she called softly, stepping closer. She reached out and touched his arm. It was cold. Her breath caught her in her throat. She shook him, her voice trembling. "Uchenna, wake up! Wake up, my son!" But he did not move. A piercing scream tore from her lips. Her younger children came running, their little faces filled with confusion and fear, asking what happened. Her daughter Ada cried, but Nkechi could not answer. She fell to her knees beside the bed, crying uncontrollably. Her world had shattered in that instant. She clutched Uchenna's lifeless body, shaking him, begging him to wake up, but he would not. Uchenna, her first son, her quiet boy, was gone. The villagers gathered outside the house, whispering among themselves. "What happened to this boy?" one of them asked. Nkechi's friend, Mamugo, tried to comfort her. She said, "Ndo, Nkechi, please be strong." But Nkechi was beyond comfort. She was consumed by grief, her heart heavy with the weight of her loss. The days after felt like a dream. Uchenna was buried, and the house was never the same again. The once lively home became silent, filled with sorrow. Her husband called from afar. His voice was sad, but he only said, "Be strong for the other children." Tears rolled down her cheeks as she held the phone to her ear. "You were never here, Obinna. You don't know how it feels." But he had no words for her. He sighed and hung up. She was truly alone. Nkechi stopped eating. She stopped talking. She would sit in a place for many hours staring at nothing. Her house became quiet. Her children tried to comfort her, but she barely responded. Ada, the second child, took the role of a mother, caring for her younger siblings. As the days turned into weeks, Nkechi's condition worsened. She became a shadow of herself. Her eyes sunken, her skin pale. One morning, as Nkechi tried to stand up, her legs did not move. She collapsed to the floor. Her children screamed, running, "Mama! Mama, wake up!" She was rushed to the hospital. The doctor checked her and sighed. She has a stroke. Her body is weak from sadness and stress. But Nkechi did not care about what the doctor said. She just wanted her son back. Days turned into weeks. Nkechi's condition became worsened. She lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, replaying that morning over and over again in her mind. She saw herself calling Uchenna's name. She saw herself walking into his room. She saw his lifeless body again and again and again. Ada held her hand, trying to comfort her. "Mama, please don't leave us," Ada whispered. Nkechi's eyes welled up with tears. She wanted to stay. She loved her children, but her heart was too broken. She had no strength left to fight. With a final weak breath, she whispered, "Take care of your siblings." Then she closed her eyes. She never opened them again. The news of Nkechi's death spread through the village like wildfire. At her funeral, the villagers shook their head in sorrow. She died of a broken heart, and they were right. Her children cried. They had lost their mother and their brother. Some wounds never heal. Some losses are too heavy to bear. But as they stood beside the grave, they noticed something strange. A small piece of paper was clutched in Nkechi's hand. Ada gently opened it and found a note written in her mother's handwriting. "My dear children, I will always be with you in spirit. Take care of each other and remember the happy times we shared. Uchenna, my son, I'll see you in heaven. Cook me my favorite jollof rice when I get there." The children smiled through their tears, remembering the happy times they had with their mother and brother. They knew that they would always carry their memories with them, and that they would continue to live on through the stories they told and the love they shared. As they buried their mother beside Uchenna, they knew that they would be okay. They would heal, they would grow, and they would also remember the love that their mother and brother had shared for them. Years went by, and the village of Umama slowly returned to normal. But the memory of Nkechi and Uchenna will never be forgotten. The story will live on, a reminder of the power of love and the devastating consequences of loss. And every time the villagers smell the aroma of jollof rice, they will remember Uchenna, the gentle boy who loved to cook. Hi besties! Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Like and comment on the video. Thank you!